Good morning, traders. It's already about 18, 19 minutes into the market open here. I've had a couple videos going, but they just get long and drawn out because there's not much happening yet. So I keep restarting. The only thing that looks like a possible trade right now is SOS because it's gotten near the pre-market highs. But what I want to see is it break through the pre-market high and then, excuse me, and then pull back, and then I would take an entry. There's probably going to be a nice move coming out. This is a really nice, clean, descending pullback here with nice small red candles. So there may be an entry on the way to the pre-market highs. Not something I normally do, but if these candles are clean enough, meaning no big red engulfing candles, you know, I may take a trade because it'll give me a small stop loss. So for example, this is about a 15-cent stop in front of this candle. You keep an eye on Xnet or Xnet because it's getting near the pre-market high, but I want to see it break through. Looks like a lot of people bought in for this reversal, but that's not something I'm interested in anymore. I don't like that this has a lower low to it, so let's see if this thing breaks above 377. There it is right there. I'm going to try that, and my stop is 366. So we'll just say that's a 10-cent. So I need 20 cents to get out. So what is that? Say 399. It's getting close. Okay, just got a price alert there. So if I see 365, I have to get out of this thing. Here's the first pullback here. So the range is only 9 cents on that candle. That's pretty good. Let's see where my ideal. Let me pull this down to 397. Oops. I'm going to take a trade here, and then my stop loss is going to be right here. The low is 468. So if I see 467, I'm out. Well, this one looks pretty sketchy now. I'm going to have to, let's see here. Just got to be very careful here. $366. So my ideal entry would have been 480 there. I'm in a little bit lower. Gotta watch this one too. Oh, it's touching the stop loss. Low's 468. Oh, actually it broke through the stop loss. So I gotta get out of this one. Gotta follow my plan. Just see if it's gonna bounce up. No, it doesn't look. Gotta get out. That's unfortunate, but you know, just gotta stick to the strategy. Because if this thing breaks down, it's gonna break down hard. Same thing here. Whoa, there we go. Yep. So 2 losers. I think that's it for me right now. Not too surprising that those trades lost. That, like I said, the pre-market was kind of weak today. So, you know, probably just a good day to sit out. But I figured if these things broke through the high, then, you know, they're pretty strong. But that wasn't the case. And this one didn't actually break through the high. This was an attempt to catch it back up, which is a riskier play. But let's see. Yeah, see now the range of this candle is so big that I just don't know if I want to take another stab at it. I mean, if it hits that 487, it's probably gonna go, but I just don't like the size of this candle. This one's nice and small, but this is all backside now, so I can't trade that. All right, one last shot on this one. This hit, so now broke through the highs. So now my stop loss is the bottom of this candle. So that's a pretty big range there. So 18 cents. Let me just go ahead and put in a bracket order to close this out. Trying to clean the chart up a little bit. So the low here is 468. So I'm gonna stop before 467. And oh damn, let me get out there. I just got half out there. I want to get half out again just because I think that's right around my 2R. I think that might have been 1R, but that looked like such a strong pop. I think that was pretty close to 2R. So I took off half and half again, which equals 75%, which is what I would have done with my my first limit order. So I was trying to mimic that. And now I'll hold the remaining 2 shares until it either breaks, until it either comes down to my entry or starts breaking the bottom of these 1 minute candles. I'm not gonna, actually, I'll put in a stop order once the next candle starts forming for my last 2 shares. Yeah, let's put it right at 487 for now. Let's see where's the low of this candle. $4.93. Let's give it to 489 for now. Just to give it a little bit of room. You know, after a big move like that, you're going to see some pullback. I mean, people want to take profit, so. I'm going to walk away for a second to fill my, refill my coffee, but you guys can keep watching. I'll be right back. I'm thinking I might get stopped out here because this looks like a good old ABCD pattern. And let's see where the low. Wow, it was like 2 cents away. I mean, if this candle breaks the high of this one, I should be safe. There we go. That's what I want to see. So now I'm probably going to get the second run up with the remaining 2 shares. Unless that was a fake breakout, but I don't think it was. We'll see. Let me open this up so that we can all kind of look at the bigger picture on the 1 minute chart here. Let me just reset the chart. Yeah, so I got rid of the high of pre-market, so I don't know where that is as I cleaned that up, but this is basically the beginning of the move here. So this isn't looking good now. The fact that it's opening lower than this one, so that was a fake breakout. So I might get stopped out. Let's see, what was the low of that? 491. Yeah, I mean, if it makes much sense to bring this up to 490. I was definitely expecting a pullback after that run, but something a little cleaner than this. There we go. Stopped out there. So, wow, and I got some serious slippage. But hey, you know, that happens. That's why you got to have the. Let's see. So you see how I have my. Well, I guess I didn't have it here. Yeah. So the stop is a market order, and you're gonna get slippage sometimes like that. But if these things start flushing down like that, you just have to take it, and that's why, you know, you only want to have a few shares remaining when you're doing that, because you know, this thing flushed all the way down to 480, and if I would have had a limit order, it wouldn't have gotten filled, and who knows where the price is going to go afterwards. So you just have to do that. That way you get out when these things start to turn against you. This is a pretty weak move here, so really wouldn't want to be in it at this point. So let's see how we did. I'm gonna guess that I'm probably still red on the day, but I should be close to zero at least after that trade. So that was definitely worth taking. It's just unfortunate it didn't follow through after we had those 2 shares left. So let's take a look. So that's Xnet. So there's going to be 3 trades total today. So I'm down 240 on the day, which is not too bad. My max stop is about $5 and change, so I'm not even anywhere near there. Let's see. Well, let's look at today only here. Yeah, so basically on that Xnet trade, I pretty much recouped my loss on the first trade. So that was worth taking, because otherwise I would probably be at the max loss, which I didn't check beforehand. I kind of assumed I wasn't there, so I guess I might have been on thin ice there taking that third trade, but that's just a mistake. So let's see, what else could we look at? Calculate how much I made on the last trade. So I sold 4 shares for let's see. Actually, that probably wasn't 2R, but I mean, this thing didn't go to 2. It looked like it, and it was such a fast pop, I didn't want to miss that exit. And I know it went higher than 503 too. So it's just see, it went all the way to 515, so it probably was up around 2R when I was trying to get out, but I just missed that initial pop because I didn't have my order out in time. So that's just an execution error. And if you miss it, just like if you miss your stop, you still got to get out. If you miss your exit, I think you should take your profit as soon as you can, not wait for it to hope that it goes back up, because you don't know that's going to happen. So I think this was the best I could have done in this situation. So what is that, 16 cents basically times 4. So it was 64 cents on that move, and then 17 cents times 2 is 98 cents, and then I lost some here, 487 to so 4 cents, so 8 cents. So it'll be minus 10 cents because of the sell, and then minus another 4 cents for the other 2 sells. So I made 84 cents off of that second trade, and then that means that that first trade lost me 93 cents. So yeah, so the 2R thing, I guess it didn't work out because I missed the exit. You saw what happened there. Otherwise, I would have probably been in the green on that second trade, at least a little bit. And then the SOS, that was just a failed setup, but it was a risky setup. Remember, it never really broke through the pre-market high, so that one's kind of on me. I would mark that as a yellow trade on my spreadsheet, telling me that I took a trade outside of my plan. So really, this day should be like a break-even day, 9-cent loss, and instead it's a little bit bigger than that because I took a trade that was less than ideal. So even though I talked about that right at the beginning of this video. So anyway, I hope you guys learned something from this today. Just obviously the market isn't reacting very well for I guess for long traders or probably even for shorts. It's not very clean. It's just not clean overall. And sometimes you just have to sit back and just watch. But so I would say the first trade I probably shouldn't have taken on SOS, and then the Xnet was okay because it did break through, and it was just, I guess, the wrong entry. And then the next entry was decent. If I would have had a limit order out at 2R, we should see really quick what the actual 2R was on that, because I wanted to get in for the break of this candle. So 487, and the low of that candle was 468. 1525. So it didn't quite hit 2R on that one. If it hit 515, but so yeah. Anyway, it's just like I said, these you're not always going to be right, and that's okay. That's why we have our stop losses in place, and don't force any trades. That's really it. All right, guys. I hope this helped you, and I don't know. I think I might be here for the aftermarket. But I'm not sure that I should trade, because I kind of feel, one of my rules is 3 losing trades, and you don't trade for the rest of the day, in order to protect capital. And even though that last trade itself was a green trade, I kind of still consider it a losing trade, because it didn't go all the way to 2R, and, the execution was off, things like that. So not sure. We'll see what I come up with later on. So anyway, you may or may not see me later. But I hope you guys are doing okay, and at least taking your stops if you're losing today. And there's always tomorrow. Take care.